Welcome to our new video. Linux Mint 22, code-named Wilma, has just been released. It brings many improvements and upgrades, and keeps the Linux Mint's tradition of gradual progress. In this video, we discuss some of the main features of Linux Mint 22. Stay tuned. First, Linux Mint 22 is based on Ubuntu 24.04 long-term support release. And while Ubuntu has introduced a new installer, Linux Mint has still kept the old one, based on the previous Ubuntu installer. The installation process was again fluid and had no issues at all. So Linux Mint 22 ships with modern components and the new Ubuntu 24.04 package base. The Linux kernel is version 6.8 and it guarantees better compatibility with modern hardware. From now on, Linux Mint will release new kernel updates every 6 months through the Ubuntu hardware enablement stack. Another standout feature of Linux Mint 22 Wilma relates to the security issues. In Linux Mint 22, the software manager doesn't list the unverified Flatpak applications. So if you look for the apps packaged by third parties, like Google Chrome for instance, you need to manually toggle the option to show unverified applications if you trust the maintainer. Some users voiced their support for the decision. Others pointed out that now they hadn't even an option to read user reviews of the unverified applications. In this release, the Linux Mint team has introduced certain new technologies. The default sound server switched to Pipewire. Pipewire is a newer tech that allows you to connect to modern audio devices, ironing out compatibility issues with the previous technology, Pulse Audio. Pipewire delivers improved performance and better compatibility with a wider range of Bluetooth devices, apps, and online services. In the new version of Linux Mint, users can configure where sticky notes should be displayed whenever they create a new note. This eliminates the need for you to reposition the note every time you want it to appear at your preferred position. In short, the default position of newly created notes is now configurable. Linux Mint 22 has brought a new version of its flagship Cinnamon desktop environment. One of the new features is that now the Startup Applications app shows a search bar when adding entries. It's even more convenient now to quickly search for the app that you want to add as a startup item. Another thing users can do in the new Linux Mint version is that they can customize the actions available from the right-click context menu on the Cinnamon 6.2 desktop. So all you need to do is open the Actions app and find the options to tweak under the new Layout section. One of the new apps in Linux Mint 22 is called GNOME Online Accounts GTK. The Linux Mint team has implemented the app so that it fits in with the rest of the Cinnamon desktop. In Ubuntu 24.04, several GNOME applications moved to the newer design language, so they stopped supporting the system theme in Linux Mint. Since selecting a theme is a core part of the desktop shipped by Linux Mint, apps are required to support it. As a result, certain apps were downgraded back to the older GTK3 versions the Linux Mint team announced. This move basically integrates the apps with the rest of the Cinnamon desktop environment. Speaking of the look and feel in the new Linux Mint version, Linux Mint themes were updated to support the newer GTK4 toolkit. For users, the themes look the same as they did before, and they can still choose between Mint's classic, legacy and new themes. Additionally, Linux Mint 22 features a superb collection of new desktop backgrounds. All in all, Linux Mint 22, codenamed Wilma, feels like a solid release. It's stable and reliable, and continues the Linux Mint team's policy of providing a reliable and predictable operating system, the one you can just get on and use, following the path of gradual evolution rather than abrupt changes. The users that already use its previous version have enough reasons to upgrade to Wilma, although they don't necessarily have to, since there are no groundbreaking changes. New users might find it an attractive and dependable option to make their first steps in Linux. Have you tried Linux Mint 22? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. If you find the video helpful, please share it, give us a like, and subscribe to support the channel. Thank you for watching and see you next time.